Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Cutters franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. We are entering year number 6 here with the Cutters. Last episode, we are coming off the offseason for year number 5, which saw us make a little bit of a roster overhaul where we replaced a lot of underperforming pieces that were original members of the roster because we got sick and tired of them not producing for us and costing us back-to-back years to miss the playoffs by one game. As last season, we had 10 wins at the halfway mark of the season. We won one more game the rest of the time in the series, so 1 out of 12, and missed the playoffs by one game, losing our last 6 games in a row to complete one of the greatest choke jobs I think I've ever personally been a part of. So here's the new look team that we brought in after the offseason was said and done. Tandy Deep III is still here. We brought in new reliever Johnny Escobar, the 29-year-old. He is going to be out of the bullpen with Tier 3 reverse splits and stimulated. Efren Ho is still here as the primary catcher. Adrian Long is back again for his second season. He's trying to have a good year and save himself a spot on the roster, as I was very disappointed with how he played last season, hitting under 200. Harsh McFreddy is now one of the primary first base options, as we did get rid of Hezekiah Cross in the offseason, bringing in Laura Boone, the 24-year-old, to replace him. Harsh and her are going to split time at first base, allowing Harsh to move around the diamond as we see fit, being a utility player. Rory Moore is still out in right field, as Spool is still one of the leading members of this roster. Rymus Hamilton is a new relief pitcher that we brought in to replace Leah Collins, as he is here out of the bullpen as well. Escobar, I believe, was signed to replace, if I remember correctly, that would have been Mauricio Harrell. Ed Manning is still here as the backup third base option. Elliot Rums is still here in the bullpen. Burnout is still the backup catcher behind Efren Ho. Josiah Hanspringer is still here. He'll be our number 3 pitcher. Messiah Presidente is still here as the number 2. New starting pitcher Luca Regulation was signed to replace the 4th starter on our roster, which I believe was King Shaftesbury. Elijah Homegrown is the new primary left fielder, replacing Carla Marsh on the roster, giving us a bona fide left fielder that we can actually start out in left field every game and hopefully actually contributes to us offensively. Flavio Graham, the reigning MVP, is still here in the bullpen. Glover Leathers is the new shortstop, replacing Hester Reliable, who underperformed once again. The Fishman Cole Salmon returns to plead his second starting year at second base. Jude Hokies returns as the ace of the pitching staff. New third baseman Viv Tamayo was signed as a cheaper replacement option for Mateo Wade. Beefley Bennett is still the backup second baseman. He is still here, and Luther Butters once again returns for another year out of the bullpen. Mateo Wade, as you see, is still a free agent. We are not going to be bringing him back, although he and Tamayo do compare favorably to one another. I just don't see the need to bring him in, although it would save us an extra $2 million, which would be nice, but our scholarly traits are still going to stay down in Tier 1, which Mateo Wade obviously has Ace Exterminator, which would still be stuck at Tier 1. And comparing their ratings, all we're getting is a boost in fielding, arm, and contact. That's all we're getting. We'll get a huge drop-off in power and speed. Plus, Tamayo is 27. She still has room to get better. Mateo is 31 now, I believe, so he is in the regression zone. He will start to get worse rather than continue to get better. He's pretty much peaked at where he's going to be overall-wise for the most part. Although he would be a smart signing here to open up a little bit of a budget, but I think we're going to stick with the moves I made. We're going to stick with Tamayo and see what happens. So as customary, we'll sim through the regular season. We'll see how things are going, and if we have to tear the team down even further, we will. Starting it off against the Buzzwings, who made the playoffs last year. Quick refresher on what happened in the playoffs last season. We had 3 teams from our division make the playoffs: Buzzwings, Grimcats, and the Pythons. Grimcats went all the way to the finals. They lost to the Razzles. Pythons got eliminated in the second round by the Grimcats in 4, and the Grimcats eliminated the Buzzwings in the first round by sweeping them. On the other side, Razzles beat the top seed Ridgebacks. They then beat the Bowmen, both of them in 4 games, and then they won the finals in 4 games. Bowman got past the Cockatoos in the first round on the other side. All right, let's see. Game 1 of the season. New lineup is set. Here we go. Let's see what happens. And we start the year with a 5-2 victory as Burnout hits a walk-off 3-run homer in the 10th inning. You love to see that. Let's go. Great start. A couple players have been posting locker room snaps to social media. Who do you confront? Let's see how they do on opening day. Boone went 3 for 4 with a homer. Okay. That's going to be tough to top. Escobar did not play, so it's going to be Escobar. All right, that's a good start. Let's see how it goes in game 2. Presidente versus Franklin Hogan. Ooh, chance to get big hack for Effort Ho. Ooh, cheap upgrade, too. Presidente gets +3 arm on a random roll. Oh, good for Lang in the free agent pool. He picked up Mind Gamer. That would be a tier 3 for us now. Chance to get tier 3 pick officer for Luther Butters. I like that. It's at 10% though. We can risk it. Contact and fielding for Harsh. Extra fielding's never going to hurt. Not going to be able to buy this one for Presidente. Handspringer. Crossed up is dumb. Big hack at tier 1 is not as enticing. Let's see. Power and speed for the Fishman, but he would lose his backup position. He's already got pretty good power. I don't think this is a good upgrade for him. Plus, we couldn't afford it anyway. Yeah, I like this one for Luther. I like his the best over Harsh's because the chance to get a tier 3 trait is always one you want to go for. And I think we're definitely going to do that right now. 2 velocity 37, bonus 5. Do not get the roll for that, unfortunately. Going for pick officer. Didn't get that either. It was worth the risk, though, I think, in my opinion. All right. So next game here. Let's see how it goes. Taking on the Whispers here. Get out to a 2-0 lead, and then we give up 8 unanswered runs, and we end up getting blown out 12-5. Okay, that was a bad outing. Presidente did not have his best stuff today. New face for their Acid Rain campaign. Who's younger, Homegrown or Leathers? They're both new. Leathers is 27, Homegrown's 28. Let's see. Well, Homegrown's a better talent far and above, so I think Homegrown should be the face. All right, Mateo does get, Adeleng gets signed by the Spinners after getting that new trade. He'll replace Uriel Yellow on their roster. Mateo Wade is still a free agent. Okay. Now, I know we can't afford any player development options, so we're just going to save up and see if anything cheap pops up. All right, we're taking on the front runners next, division rival, who committed 2-1. They have Evergreen Steady on the mound. That's their number 4. We have our number 3, Josiah Handsprinter on the mound. Let's see how things go in this one. Nice to see Homegrown got a homer in that second game. All right, Boone hit a homer. Worrymore hit a homer, but we're going to lose 10-3 as we get blown out once again. Back-to-back blowouts. Not great. One compliment left in your body, Tamayo or Leathers. Who's playing better? Tamayo's 2 for 8. Leathers 1 for 6. Tamayo it is. Max out her loyalty. Posting rude jokes to social media. Presidente had a bad start, so it should be him. All right, so we're 1-2 now. Looking around the league, Colossus get Darren Lowbrow. They replace Trinket Stewart there on their bench, it looks like. Cheap upgrade possibly for Beefly Bennett. We'll see if we can buy it fast enough. Remember, we don't have a very big surplus. Effort Ho got some new shoes, +2 speed. Good for him. Kaylee Bradley released by the front runners for Mateo Wade. So congrats, Mateo. Hopefully you can do something. Thankfully, we've already played the front runners here at the beginning of the year. So we're not playing them again until the end of the season, I believe. Look at this. Yeah, we only play them one more time, and it's at the end of the season. So we won't see Mateo for a little bit. All right, let's see how we can do here in the sim. Gunther Ortega on the mound for the Pythons, who made the playoffs last year, went to the semifinals. We have Luca Regulation, the new addition here at the back end of the starting rotation with Tier 3 Clutch. Let's see how this goes. Clutch is not a great trade on a starting pitcher. It's more so suited for relievers. We do rally, but we lose 5-4. Good effort there to make it close at least. So we're on a 3-game losing streak. Didn't order enough socks for the team. Who's left out? Handspringer? Yeah, he had a bad start, so it's going to be him. All right, 1-3 to start the year. Not great. Caden Yang, picked up by the Razzles, who replaced Ken O'Neill on their roster. Grip Whitehead, released by the Pythons. He'll be replaced by Sumner Crawford there in the bullpen. That's a little bit of an upgrade. Nicole Stanky to the Hares, replacing August Reliable. Zane Shields will be going to the Gobblers. He'll replace C.T. Meyer, getting a little bit better and 1 year younger there at third base. Adrian Long, rookie or sophomore center fielder, gets +9 speed. He's above 80 now in that category at 82. And the Gobblers signed Baylor Smalls, replacing Sterling Fisher. So they get a closer in their bullpen now, one of the better closers. All right, let's set up our next game here. Taking on the Spinners, who are 3-1 on the mound for them. Miguel Grayweather. Spinners, of course, made the playoffs last year. They lost in the first round, I believe. Yeah, they lost to the Pythons in 5 in the first round. And we're 1-3 with Hokie on the mound. He was one of our only starters to have a good outing. So let's see if he can do it again here and get us a win. Let's see if we can stop this streak here, Jude. Try to be a stopper for us, buddy. Oliver hit a homer in the first inning, and then they unloaded with 6 more runs. So we lose 8-3. That is now a 4-game losing streak. Leathers or Graham, who's off to a worse start. Leathers 3 for 10. All right, he's not starting, though, I see. Looks like McFreddy's playing majority of the games at shortstop. Interesting choice. Graham is not having a good start to the year, so it's going to be him on this one. Reigning MVP off to a slow start. All right, Hokie or Spool, who's having the worst? Which one of the old Buzzard teammates is having a worse year? Let's see. Spool hitting 4 for 19, 211. Jude had 1 bad outing and 1 good outing. Honestly, I think we should do Spool here. I just think Jude is going to be more important for us. Because right now it's the offense as a whole that's not doing anything. So, plus our pitching isn't doing anything either. So it's not like anyone is not above fault here. Python signed Reese Roberts, replacing Dustin Pennington. Okay. Chance to get pick officer for Butters again. Sammy Medina will go to the Ancients, replacing Gerrymander Huber. Okay. Player development, what do we got? Not going to buy this one. Can't buy this one, unfortunately. Can't buy that one. Can't buy this one. Can't buy this one. We might be able to buy this one if it should be here in one more game. So I think this is the one we'll be able to buy. Taking on the Grim Cats here. We're 1-4. Presidente on the mound, trying to bounce back after a horrible first start. And on the mound for the Grim Cats is Michael Downs. Grim Cats, of course, went to the finals last year, lost in 4 to the Razzles in their first trip to the finals. And they beat us 2-1. So we're now on a 5-game losing streak. We're 1-5 to start the year. You're inviting to a groundbreaking ceremony. Who do you bring as your +1? Handspringer or Boone? Probably Boone. Arlo Pons to the Whispers, replacing Helen McMillan. Glover Leathers, +3 arm. He's up to 70. Kaysen Yang will go to the Spinners. He'll replace Caden Platoon there on their bench. Petrie McKenzie released by the Colossus for Drapes Duffy as they get a bench first baseman to replace an outfielder. All right, not bad. Chancellor's pinch perfect for Tamayo. She's not going to be pinch hitting, so it's probably for the best. Stimulants for Ed, can't afford it. Bennett's is here. Yeah, let's just buy Bennett's. 2 fielding to 63, 1 speed to 87, bonus 2 fielding. Not going to get it, but that should max out his loyalty, and it does. Good job, Beefly. All right, 1-5, Ancients 3-3. Katie Kelly versus Josiah Handspringer. Let's see how it goes. Will the losing streak continue? No, it will not. We finally win a game 6-1 in the final. Good job, guys. Way to end that slump. You need to choose one player to be the cover athlete for Champs Weekly. Let's beef up Leather's loyalty a little bit. Make it a little more even. All right. Looking around the league. Tamayo learns to play first base and outfield, so she can now play the outfield in addition to first base. She's a B+ now. Nice. Developing there. I don't think we can afford any development options, so I think we're good. No roster moves. Yeah, there's nothing I want to buy right here. All right, next up, we're taking on the defending champion Razzles, who are 4-3. We come in at 2-5. Regulation on the mound for us, and on the mound for them, Francis Carlson, who's 10th. But having a better year so far than Luca. All right, let's see how it goes here. Luca versus Francis. Can we win our second game in a row? We rally and win 5-4. Nice job. Harshmit's a 3-run homer to tie it. Spool hits the go-ahead homer and extras. We are on a winning streak, folks. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. We're now 3-5. Squelch needs a new face for their Acid Rain campaign. Who do you suggest, Luca or Ed? Ooh, good question. How are they doing? Ed has not played yet this season. Luca, he hasn't been great. Let's do Ed. He's younger. Why not? Spinners beat the Pythons 3-2. Okay. All right, so we're 3-5, third of the way through the year. We're not horribly bad. We're not out of it yet. Looking around the league, no roster moves to report. Okay. We could buy that one for Ed, but easy target is just a dumb trait, so that's a no. All right, let's see how this goes. Hokie versus Freddie Tran. Ooh, elite level pitching matchup. I like it. Facing the 3-5 Cockatoos, who were a playoff team last year. Pitchers duel lived up to expectations. We end up winning 4-2. Great win, guys. That's 3 in a row now. All right, we clawing our way back into it. Handspringer or Escobar? Escobar. Let's beef up his loyalty a bit. Oh, Johnny regressed. He's down to a B. I just saw that. So let's see. Escobar lost 3 accuracy, down to 68. He is now B tier. He was B+. And Ash Bradley is signed by the Colossus, who replaced Jeffrey Hope there on the bench. Can't afford any of these, so let's move on. I mean, we could afford Eds, but giving him tier easy target is just stupid. All right, Brown Bears are up next. They're 3-5. On the mound for them, locked in Ford Armhorn, their ace. And on the mound for us is going to be Messiah Presidente. Let's see if we can get another win here. Extend our winning streak to 4 in a row. Come on, guys. Give me something. And we get shut out 10-0. Okay, that ends our winning streak at 3. We're now 4-6. Presidente and Leathers. Let's do Leathers. I think Presidente just had a horrible start, so. Yusef Estes, go to the Clerics. He'll replace Kimberly Longstop. Tamayo loses 4 speed, not great. Johnny Escobar loses another 3 accuracy, so that is 6 over the last 2 games. And there is a cheap upgrade, not a cheap upgrade there. Okay, perfect. Next up, the Undead. They're 7-3. Looks like they're off to a hot start. Leathers got hurt last game, so he is now out of the lineup. Go figure. Let's see how we can do here. Handspringer versus Kent Larson. Who's going to win this matchup? Can we get back on the win track? We do hold on to win 3-2. Great job. Homegrown had the deciding home run. All right, we're approaching 500 with 1 game left to play here in the first half of the regular season. Taking on the 3-8 Felines. We have Wilson Durham getting signed by the Colossus, replacing Clark Erickson in the bullpen. Johnny Escobar bounces back, taking that 6 accuracy he lost and pumping it into his velocity. He's now up to 56 in that category. Unfortunately, he does not get back up to a B+ tier because he then proceeded to lose an additional 6 speed. Really, bro? Really? And just after I complimented you, too. You son of a bitch. Ooh, we can afford that one for Tamayo. Extra fielding at third base is always a boon. Got 2 games on it, too, so we can save up even more. Nice. All right, last game of the first half for the regular season. On the mound for the 3-8 Felines, Ronan Wheeler. And on the mound for us, Luca Regulation. Let's see who comes out on top here. Come on, give me something. And we go down 3-0 early. We lose 5-2. Okay, so at the halfway mark, we are sitting at 5-7, 2 games under 500 with a negative 22 run differential. It is not looking good, folks. Who should be on shower drain duty this week? Ho or Homegrown? Let's see. Homegrown is hitting 217, underperforming. Effort Ho 219. So you both suck. Yeah, let's do Everett here. Yeah, I think so. Because at least homegrown's bringing power. You didn't order enough muscle rub for the team. Let's do Jude. We're going to even up the loyalties here. All right, sim up to our next game here, and let's pause and see how we're doing. So we're halfway home this season. We're 5-7. We're 4 games out of first. We're in 4th place. We have a negative run differential as well, like negative 20 plus. So we're not having a good season. Layla Bianche released by the Clerics for Axton Cowie. Tunis Schaefer will go to the Grimcats, replacing Monty Yates. Fishman gets +8 contact on a random roll. That's awesome. That's big for him. Homegrown loses 1 fielding on a random roll. Laura Boone gets +5 fielding on a random roll. Love to see that for the first baseman. Crossed up is stupid. Losing volatile. It's a trait worth risking, if you ask me, but we can't afford it. We could buy this in 3 games. It won't be here. Tamayo's is still here. We have 1 game on that one. Messiah's will not be able to buy. Hamilton's we won't be able to buy, and Surrounded's a dumb trade anyway. So we have this one for Tamayo. We can still buy, but we have to wait till after next game to get it. So let's take a look at the stats. Let's see how things are shaking up here halfway through the season. Right now, the current front runner for MVP is Josephine Pratt, one of the pitchers from the Bowman. No one from our team is in the top 10, but I see Connor Frazier is number 2 in MVP voting. He's pitching for the Felines, remember, who are not having a good year. No one, and Luis Balgar, our former reliever, pitching for the Razzles, coming off the championship. He is having a great year as well, having an ERA under 2 out of their bullpen. No one in the batting leaders for us, no in any of the categories, except, of course, strikeouts. Adrian Long being a huge disappointment again. Wins, no pitching staff here either. We have nothing going for us. Jude Hokey, strikeouts per 9 is number 4, though, in the league. That is literally one of our only 2 league leaders. Great. So our team sucks. Just based on that alone, I can tell you we suck. Looking at stats, Homegrown hitting 217. Adrian Long again hitting under 200. Spools bounced back. He's up to 240. He was hitting about 220. Leathers had a big bounce back. He started cold. He's now hitting over 300, but he was injured for a little bit. Everett Ho is having a horrible year. Laura Boone is playing really well. Burnout's playing great. Cole is struggling, but that's not surprising. He's more of a power hitter. Tamayo is having a horrible season at third base. Harsh McFreddy is having a bad year. Bayfleet Bennett, Tandy Deeps played 3 games. Ed Manning has not yet played this season. Jude Hokey, and then moving to pitching. Jude, he's having an all right year. It's not an ace caliber year. It's a level 3 pitcher year. Messiah's having a horrible season. Go figure. Handspringer's having a bad year again. Regulation's having a horrible year. Flavio Graham is still getting beat up. Luther Butters is having a good season. Elliot Rums is having a decent year. Johnny Escobar's having a good year despite regressing. Rymus Hamilton's getting lit up as well. So, yes, this team probably should blow it up. We should not try to compete this year. We should definitely focus on getting younger and developing our young core players. Now, unfortunately, some of our young core players are the reasons why we're losing. So, yes, it's pretty bad. So who am I willing to get rid of as of right now? Well, right now, I'm willing to get rid of Everett Ho. I will consider getting rid of. I'm not ready to get rid of him yet. I think if we do that, we're going to need Burnout to be the primary catcher, which means we should probably get someone a little bit, one of these 3 guys. Monty Yates is nowhere near signing. Anakin Hood is not great. Pip Mueller doesn't really bring anything to the table, and she's 39. So I would say Monty Yates would be the ideal signing. We have to wait a little while to bring him in. Martinelli, he'd be a decent option to sign to replace McFreddy, but I like Harsh. I don't think replacing him is the right move. Neither would be Laura Boone, because she's actually playing really well. Second base, I'm not going to replace the Fishman just yet. I do have Stan Pearls here, who would be a decent option. Or Gerrymander Huber, she would also be a decent option as well. Nobody else, I don't think. Okay, third base, I'm open to getting rid of Tamayo now because she's having a horrible season. I'm okay with going and get someone like Leona Matthews. That would be a good, decent signing. Great speed, but that's about it. Kaylee Bradley's too low rated, and those traits are horrible. Cassius Moyer is a horrible fielder. I need a good fielder at third base. Bottomley Bruno would put Ed Manning as the primary third baseman, which would probably be overridden by McFreddy or Leathers. C.T. Meyer's the best option. He's still a little over his price point, so I will wait a little bit to bring him in. Shortstop, I don't need to replace Leathers. He's having a good year. Homegrown is struggling, though, so I want to keep Petrie McKenzie in the back of my mind. He would be a decent signing. Cairo Baxter also would be an acceptable signing with RBI Hero at Tier 3. That would be all right with me. Actually, hell, I could sign him now, really. Get rid of Homegrown. That's going to take that down to Tier 2, though. Ooh, okay. All right, if we take that down to Tier 2, we have to replace someone else to bring competitive or bring Spirited back up to Tier 3. Though this would free up a lot of money, especially since Homegrown's not doing anything this year, which is kind of disappointing because it's just, I expected so much more out of him with his offensive numbers, but he's just not doing anything. I think bringing in Cairo's the right choice, but I need to find another Spirited player to bring in as well. So we'll need to. So if we make that move, we do need to make it a two-part move, and I think Adrian Long is going to be the answer to get rid of for that, because I'm done giving him chances. He's dead to me at this point. He's used up his last bit of good graces with me. So our options there are Riley Rhodes and Hamza Ayala. Neither of them are Spirited, of course. There is a Spirited player in CT Bassinet. However, that would put probably McFreddy or Leathers in center field. I would be okay with that. Sign Stealer at Tier 3 is good off the bench. Yes. Honestly, Ayala would probably be the best choice there. But it's not in the cards, and I'm sick and tired of Adrian Long eating up a roster spot and not doing anything with it. So I'm okay with making this move and letting us suffer, because honestly, I don't think we should be competing for the playoffs anyway. We're not in a good position to do so, in my opinion. So I'm okay with doing this now at the halfway mark. Long's gone. I'm going to bring in Bassinet, and we're going to get rid of Homegrown, and we are going to bring in, not McKenzie, we're going to bring in Cairo Baxter. Both of them have been huge disappointments. All right, moving to right field. I'm not getting rid of Spool just yet. I like Spool. I don't think he needs to go anywhere quite yet, although he's probably the next one to go based on how high his salary is. But he's having a better year than he did last season. He's just not getting a lot of runners home because we haven't gotten a lot of runners on base. Our offense has struggled. Plus, his batting average is slowly creeping back up to 250. So if he keeps going in the right direction, I don't think we need to get rid of him. Jude's having a good year. Messiah's having a bad year, and I'm open to replacing him, but I don't think right now is the right time to do it. Handspringer, I think, would be a good replacement option. We can get rid of him, probably. Maybe go get Riker McUtters. Bruno Melendez, no thank you. Oh, organize that, please. Thank you. I was about to sign someone stupid. Curly Cook, I am willing to bring in to replace Luka Regulation, because how much worse can you do? Like, it can't be any more worse than Regulation's done this year anyway. So I'm okay with making this move now. I'll give the young guy a shot. He's a 20-year-old rookie. Let's give him a chance and see what he can do. Handspringer, I don't know if I want to get rid of him just yet. I have the space to release him. We could bring in Jasmine Shaw, who would have Meltdown, but it would be a Tier 1. McMillan with Crafty. That's the same thing for Handspringer. He's crafty. McUtters with the Elite Curveball. That'd be a Tier 1, but it would keep Spirited at Tier 3. King Shaftesbury's still here. He'd have Tier 3 Rally Stopper. You know what, King? Why not? Why don't you come on back now, buddy? Why don't you come on back and show us what you got, eh? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Why not? Bullpen, let's see. We need a long reliever. We've clearly shown that we desperately need one. I think John Burnswell with Tier 3 reverse splits would be a great move. Who would we get rid of in that case? Escobar, who's gone back up to B+. No. Graham has really struggled, but that's because he's getting overworked. Same thing with Hamilton. I think Hamilton's been the bigger disappointment this year. But that would put Spirited down to Tier 2. Okay. Escobar, what's your numbers look like this year, buddy? How you been this season? I think you've been pitching well, right? Yeah, he's been pitching really well. It's Hamilton that's been struggling and Graham, but that's because they're both getting overworked. Like, I can't help that they're getting overworked. Do we have a spirited reliever we can bring in, perchance? Anybody at all? Andrews is disciplined. Okay, we have Melendez. Okay. 30-year-old with Tier 3 stimulated. Harrell, no, he's 43. That's literally it. Those are my options. Okay. It's literally those two. Great. So it would have to be a package deal bringing in probably Melendez because I don't trust Harrell. He's being boosted up by his traits. And then getting Burnswell as well. Andrews, no thanks. What if we get Burnswell? We would have to make a double move, and I'm not comfortable making a double move just yet, although we desperately need the long arm in the bullpen. All right, I think Burnswell's a target, and then Melendez is a target as well. I think those are the two we look at. Well, let's start the second half of the year. Let's see if things continue to go in a downward trend, and if it does, we can get rid of Graham because he has the most money in the bullpen, and then we can get rid of whoever else. But yeah, so we made some roster moves. Quick recap. Adrian Long we finally got rid of. I got tired of his excuses. CT Bassinet was brought in as a bench option from the outfield just to keep our chemistries where they were. We then went out and got Cairo Baxter. He'll replace Elijah Homegrown, who's been a disappointment this year. Rookie Curly Cook's been picked up. He's going to replace Luca Regulation. I'm going to give the 20-year-old a shot and see what he can do. Josiah Handspringer, we cut him for King Shaftesbury just because I'm tired of Handspringer not doing anything as well. And this will open up the budget to allow us to spend more money, so we'll keep that in mind moving forward. We have a chance to also get rid of Tamayo after this next game. I don't think we're doing it right now because the person we want, C.T. Meyer, is still a little bit above his price point, so we're going to wait on that. All right, let's see if this new look team can actually make something happen here. Taking on the 7-5 Clerics. We're 5-7 starting the second half. We are going to lose 6-5. We did come close. Just didn't get over the line there at the end of the game, unfortunately. Damn shame. Tamayo gets +3 contact on a random roll. Meyer is still there. He's at his price point now, but he is 36. Keep that in mind. And Laura Boone loses 4 fielding on a random roll. Okay. So he's at his price point. He's not cheaper than what he should be. Comparing him to Tamayo, we would be saving a little bit. Honestly, that would take us down to Tier 2 Spirited. Not the best move. God damn it. Why must this be so complicated? Why must you fail me so often, game? So if we bring in Meyer, get rid of Tamayo. Where's my pitching staff here? Where are... Graham is crafty, so I could sacrifice him, but I would need to get crafty to Tier 3. Hamilton, he would... Shit, that's the same thing. Okay, wow. All right, we are kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place here. Hopefully Tamayo bounces back. Nice to have a little bit of budget to spend now. Speed for Bennett. We have the one for Tamayo, which we said we would buy. 2 fielding to 52, 1 speed to 67, bonus 2 fielding. Not going to get it. We have a chance to get this one for Presidente now. 1 accuracy to 51, bonus 2 velo to 77, bonus 3 accuracy. No dice, but it will boost his loyalty a bit. Max it out. Yeah, and then we'll have enough. We'll still have enough to buy this one for Bennett next time. All right, taking on the 4-8 Colossus, who've fallen off hard this year, it looks like. Let's see how we do. Pratt versus Presidente. Can Messiah bounce back with a good start? He had a decent start. We do lose, though, 3-0. So starting it off 0-2 in the second half. Looking like it's going to be bad. Hey, Biscuit. Welcome in, buddy. We are 5-9. We have 10 games left to play. I've already basically given up on the season because our run differential was -20 to come into the second half. It's just too much underperforming. I had to get rid of some players. Yeah. I've basically written off this year. Now we're in last place. It's going to be another year missing the playoffs, that's for sure. Yeah, we cut Homegrown. He just wasn't doing it for us. He was hitting barely above 200. Adrian Long was hitting under 200 again. We got rid of Handspringer. Got tired of his bullshit. I think, did I make any other moves? I want to say I made another move. Actually, I can just... Oh, yeah, I got rid of Luka Regulation, our number 4 starter with Clutch. He just wasn't doing it for us. So I brought in rookie Curly Cook. Give him a shot, see what he can do. What OGs are left? Good questions. Yeah, the sim has not been kind to me today, no. None of the OGs have been touched. We still have both catchers, Everett Ho and Burnout. Harsh McFreddy's still here. Cole is still here, obviously the Fishman. Ed Manning is still here. Tandy Deep is still here. Spool, Jude, Messiah, Rums, and Butters. So we have we have half of our original roster still here. All right, we can buy Bennett's. Getting stimulated is not that bad. Losing Rally Stopper is Laura Boone. Chance to learn to play left field. Okay. Let's do Bennett's. 3 speed to 90, bonus 5. Not going to get it, but he's now the elite. He has elite tier speed. Stimulated on a 33-year-old center fielder. Probably not the best idea. Could buy Boons. Let's do it. 4 contact to 98. Down 1 speed to 40. Bonus 1 contact to max it out. Doesn't get it. Learning to play left field, though. Not going to get it either. Okay. Nice to see Laura not doing anything to help the cause. Yeah, most of the good ones are still here, but I am contemplating getting rid of them after the Game 16 just to see where we're at, especially if they're not doing well. Shasbury versus Dealer here. I'm expecting another loss. And I was right. Look at that. 7-1. Only Ho hit a homer. 5-10 now. You got the goofiest ads in my ad break? Nice. Let's go. Do tell. Do share with the class. Ooh, chance to develop Curly Cook. Okay. Messiah plus 4 velocity. Nice. Chance to lose Sprinter. Dumb. Chance to lose contact for lefty. Dumb. Hokey. Okay, extra accuracy is always a plus for him. 1 accuracy to 54. Bonus 3. We're going to get that. Nice roll, Jude. Up to 57. Maxing out his loyalty. Let's see. Volatile for Cook. Why not? Let's go for it. Plus 2 accuracy to 53. Bonus 5. Not going to get it. Volatile. Not going to get it. Chance to get a cutter. And we're not going to get it. Perfect. Beefing up the loyalty, though, for Cook. And speaking of which, Cook's going to start. 2 ads for restaurant equipment in the same State Farm ad twice. Nice. It's really telling you something there. Taking on the 10-5 Gobblers. This should be another loss. Curly Cook making his debut. Let's see how it goes. We rally and win 5-4. Good job, guys. Tamayo drives in the winning run. Okay. Just farted in the locker room. Leathers. Tamayo actually hit the game winner today. All right, we are, however, still sitting at 6-10, so we're not in any position to make the playoffs right now. We're like 4.5 out of first. You do not own a restaurant. One of them was basically a slideshow of an ice machine awkwardly photoshopped into various rooms. Glover Leathers is a good name, yes. I'm really happy with it. +1 fielding for him. Speak of him, he's up to 93 now. Jasmine Shaw goes to the Gobblers, replacing Kennedy Strudley. Lane Henry to the Gobblers, also replacing Phil Gongnam. Chance to lose inside pitch. Chance to gain stimulated, still here. Contact and fielding for Tamayo. Yes, please. 2 contact, 55. 2 fielding, 54. Bonus 2 contact. Not going to get it. That's fine with me. Bonus 4 fielding. Please get that. Damn it. I would have liked that more. Give her a little family visit. All right, 2/3 of the way through the season. We're not playing well. We're 6-10. Is there anybody else I want to get rid of? Let's see. Boone is hitting 288. Worrymore still hitting where he was, 246. He hasn't done anything offensively. Glover down to 282. Burnout, he's down to 288. He was hitting 317. Harsh is still struggling. Cole is still struggling. Tamayo is struggling. Baxter is struggling as well. Tandy Deep is hitting decently, I guess, for him. Ho is hitting horribly. They're really going to force my hand with this, I think. In other news, do you remember the other day I told you about your player Simon Wells? Yeah, totally average stats. He was Mr. Consistent, always slashing singles and, staying locked in. Check the team stats, found he's the offensive leader right now in average hits and tied for homers. Nice. Talk about a guy lighting the world on fire about being incredibly consistent. All right. Yeah, Shaftesbury had a bad start. I can just get rid of him. He's not great. Curly Cook. Who's Curly Cook? Yeah, he's a rookie. I can't hold that against him. Graham is still not getting a lot done. Hamilton's continuing to struggle, and now Rums is suffering because of it. Yeah, I just got to get rid of Hamilton. Yeah, let's just pull the plug on this. Even an S-tier player with Tier 3 inside pitch, he's still beating him out. And 3 A-tier player. Wow, okay. Yeah, I think we can just blow this up. I think we're done. I don't think there's anything we can do, and we don't need to worry about the chemistries. Let's bring in C.T. Meyer. He can get rid of Viv Tamayo here. It's just been a horrible experiment. Ho is just not hitting. But again, Monty Yates is still too expensive to bring in right now, so gotta wait. Harsh is not having a good year, but this is the first year Harsh has really struggled, so. Cutters more like cap cutters, indeed. I could bring in Martinelli, but I think I'll wait. I don't think it's worth it. I'm not going to get rid of the fish, man. I like him too much. We got rid of Tamayo. There is Petrie McKenzie. We could bring him in to replace Baxter, who's just not doing it for us either. So, yeah, we'll do that. We had to spend a little money there, but that's fine. I'm going to bring in Melendez. He can replace Hamilton, who's not doing anything. Then I'm going to go get Burnswell. He should still be out here. Bring him in. He can replace Flavio Graham, he's not having a great season either, so we're going to have to get rid of him. Starting pitchers. Is there anything else available for us? Handspringer's gone up to a B+ on his own. He's developed more. He's maxed out his junk. I want to get rid of Shaftesbury. Going to be tough to cut players. Your catchers and Spool are pricey but worth it. Yeah. I just can't see the need to get rid of them, unfortunately. Yeah, Shaftesbury's making 3A. It's Messiah that I'm probably going to have to cut now, because both his traits just went down to Tier 1. He's just had a horrible year, and there's nothing I can do about it either. I'm definitely not getting rid of Jude. Jude's not going anywhere. Spool's not going anywhere. We're not getting rid of Cole right now. We're not getting rid of Harsh. He's still very cheap for a B overall. Trades can be built back up when rebuilding in the offseason. That's very true. But he's just been so bad this year. But I've already built up a lot of surplus, so I just don't see the need to get rid of him. We're making over $1 million a game. I think I'm good for right now. I'll leave the rest the same. But I'm glad we got the long arm in here, so that way we can have a long reliever. Yeah, it's tough to get rid of him. Being an OG, he's 0-4 with a 6 ERA. I don't know. That's not great. He's only averaging 4 innings a start, if that. Yeah, I pay him to do much better than this. Let's just get rid of him. Let's make the move. I can't second guess myself here. Let's bring in McMillan. Have her here for finish off the year. Yep, pour one out for Presidente. Yeah, I think that's it for right now. All right, let's see if we can turn it around here against the Ridgebacks. Are 8-8. We're 6-10. See if we can finish strong here, guys. Hey, a 1-0 win. I'll take that. Good pitching, Jude. Good pitching. Spool hit a homer. Finally. That's his first homer in like half a season. Great job, Spool. Way to get on the board finally. A couple players feel bad about not playing today. Bruno. I'm not going to keep him in the offseason, so it's fine. Who's on back cleaning duty? McFreddy. He's having a worse year this season. Fighting in the dugout. Who do you reprimand? Butters or Bennett? Bennett. I think Butters is having a better year. All right. Boone Gaines, bad ball hitter. Oh, nice. That's awesome. At tier 3, too. Tier 3, too. Nice. All right. Elite slider chance for Melendez. Reef Weber to the Whispers, replacing Cern Graham. So the Whispers are giving up on the year as well. Manning gets +1 arm. He's a B- now. Ward Martinelli got signed by the Whispers as well, who replaced Vito Melton. Chance gets stimulated for Glover Leathers. Lewis White to the Whispers, replacing Carl Stanley. Okay. None of those are good. Chance to gain elite slider at tier 1, not great. Plus, Melendez is in our future plans, so I wouldn't want to buy him anything. Shaftesbury's stupid. Chance to get stimulated for Leathers would be good. I like that one. 3 fielding to 96. Bonus 3 fielding to max it out. Nope. Getting stimulated? Nope, didn't get that either. But this should move the loyalty up for Leathers. It does. He's up to 85 now. I underestimated being a bat ball hitter for so long now. I see how busted it is. Agreed. It is extremely busted. I love it. All right, McMillan going to make her for a debut for us, facing the front runners. The front runners did make a roster move. They did pick up Mateo Wade, one of our old players, so he's on their roster right now. Let's see how they're doing here. They're 7-10. We're 7-10. Here we go. This will put us at the 18 out of 24. I don't know what that is. And we lose 4-2. Go figure. Leathers is hitting 261. All right. Rum's 430. Well, they've both been disappointments. Let's even the loyalties up. Elliott. On the bright side, you can use this season to optimize loyalty a bit. That's true. I don't want to plan to keep either of these guys, but I think McMillan is older, plus she took the loss just this last start. Wasn't her fault, though. I think the bullpen blew it, so let's do Meyer. I don't plan to keep either of them. R.J. Griffith to the released by the Pythons for Ivory Espinoza. Beefly Bennett +5 arm on a random roll. Nice to see that. He's up to a B-. Chance to get stimulated for Burnout. That'd be pretty cool. Off-speed hitter for Ho. Okay. Burnout's loyalty's at 96. Ho's is at 84, so he needs the loyalty boost more. What do we got? 2 games on his, 2 games on his. So we have time. We don't need to rush this. Chance to gain Sprinter for Ed. That's decent. I like that. Ed needs loyalty as well. No, not as bad as Ho. So Ho needs loyalty most. So let's buy his first. 1 speed to 53. 1 fielding to 86. 1 arm to 72. Bonus 3 speed. Nope. Bonus 3 fielding. Hey, we got that one. Nice. That puts him at 89. Off-speed hitter. Nope. Didn't get it. That's fine. Loyalty's maxed out, though, for Ho, so that's good. Unless the management moments keep being negative forever. Very true. All right, we have enough left. I'm going to save, though, so that we all have enough to buy both Burnout and Eds next time. All right, what's up next? Who's next? We're taking on the Hares, who are 6 and 11 as well. Both of us are sucking. All right, Shaftesbury, let's see if you can actually do something with your life or if I'm just going to cut your ass after this game. All right, 3-3. We lose 4-3. Again, the bullpen blows it, of course. Who's on dirty hamper duty this week? Burnswell or Bassinet? Not planning on keeping either of them, but Bassinet's a bench player, so easy. Spool, +2 contact. Love it. Up to 87. Anakin Hood to the Whispers, replacing Pax Avery. Emmett Muscles, released by the Whispers for Ronald Howard. Okay. What was the new thing we got? Power and speed for Harsh. Not a great upgrade. It's passable. Let's do Burnouts first. 3 power to 83. Bonus 5. Come on. Give me a roll. Nope. 15% stimulated roll. Damn it. But this will max out the loyalty. Yay. He's an A- now. Good for him. And Ed. 1 power to 29. Bonus 2 speed to 76. 1 contact to 78. Rolling for a bonus 2 power. Nope. How about an extra 3 speed? Can we grab that? Nope. And going for Sprinter. Hey, we're going to get that at least. So out of the box, Ed's going to be pretty quick. Maxed out loyalty for Ed now. Stimulated catcher DH sounds clutch. Indeed, that would be huge. All right, last game of this particular quarter of the season. We're taking on the Grims. We're 10 and 9. They're fighting for the playoffs. We're 7 and 12 and already mathematically eliminated, so it doesn't matter. Curly Cook up, rookie pitcher, making his 2nd career start. And we rally and win 5-2. There we go. Great job, guys. 1 slice of pizza left in the box. Who gets it? Escobar or McFreddy? Ooh. How are they doing this year? Let's look. McFreddy's $131. Oh, my God. I can't keep that. Ed Manning with the second baseman stats. Yeah. And he's hitting 286. Where is Johnny? Johnny's having a great year. It's got to be Harsh. It's got to be. I got to get rid of Harsh. He's just not doing it this year. I can bring him back in the offseason, but he's just not doing it this year. I got to get rid of him now. Am I planning on keeping Escobar? He is going to be 30. He's pitching really well. I'm tempted to bring him back. He's a good pitcher for now. He hasn't regressed terribly hard. I'd be okay with bringing him back. Caden Platoon, Trinket Stewart, Rally Starter would be nice. Jeffrey Hope. Not Wildfire, that's dumb. You know what? I'm feeling Stewart. I'd be okay with this. Sorry, Harsh. You're just hitting a $131. I gotta get rid of you. Dinglethorpe just saved the money. That's true. We do have Laura Boone. Hell yeah, we could still probably make that move too. Where's Tinklethorpe? Where is old Tink? There she is. Durf Tinklethorpe. Tinklethorpe. Distractor at tier 3 would be easy to use. Nah, I'm fine with it. We're saving money regardless. I kind of want to get rid of Shaftesbury, too. Can I do that? Not like we're making the playoffs anyway. Mackenzie. Sicily. Workhorse. I'd give it a shot. Nope. Not Perossi. That'd be spending money. McPherson. Crawford's stimulated on a starting pitcher. Worthless. I like it. I like it. Yeah, let's do Sicily. I'll give the Workhorse a shot. Why not? We're saving money regardless. Can't be any worse. Alright, here we go. Ooh, a chance to get contact and fielding for Cole, even though he's rattled. Great. Mackenzie, I'm not upgrading you. Laura Boone, I could give you extra arm. I'm fine with that. It's a cheap upgrade. Bennett has a good one, too. Okay. Alright, let's do Bennett. 2 arm to 51, 1 power to 33, bonus 2 arm. Didn't get it. Loyalty goes up, though. Boone, 3 arm to 54, bonus 5 roll. Didn't get it, but, you know, I'll take it. Cheap upgrade. Love it. And Cole. 2 contact to 50, 2 fielding to 76, bonus 2 contact. Nope. Bonus 4 fielding, please. Give me the fielding at least. Thank you. Appreciate it. Up to 80. There you go, Cole. Up to an A-, but you still suck. Stimulated on C-rank starting pitcher is hilarious. Never guaranteed, never activate. Yeah, because you got to go deep in the game for that to happen. All right, here we go. Hokie versus Kirby. This is Jude Hokie's last start of the year. Let's try and end it on a high note for you, buddy. And we're going to lose 3-2 because the bullpen blew the lead again, which guarantees another losing season for the Cutters. 3rd in a row. Yay. God, we suck. Who was shockingly bad in today's game? Probably Spool. That would be funny. Spool's actually moved up his batting average a little bit. He hasn't done a lot offensively driving in runners or hitting homers, but he's getting his average back up. That's good. Tandy, I always expect to be bad, but he's hitting under 200, so easy. Plus, he'd be cheaper to re-sign in the offseason anyway. I wonder how to build a team for the sim. Yeah, Scootsy probably would be our best option to ask, and even then, he hasn't had anything go his way. Curly Cook, easy. I'm not making any more roster moves. We're just going to move out the rest of the season here. Mackenzie to the Colossus, replacing Adeline Pratt. August Reliable to the Cockatoos, replacing Gustavo Fox. Patrick Rivers released by the Colossus for Lyric Lane. Crescent Wyatt released by the Colossus for Bodie Cherry. McMillan loses 13 speed. It's fine. She's a pitcher. Bowman get Drake Andrews, long reliever, replacing Josephine Pratt in their rotation. I could get rid of Harsh. How's he doing? Not Harsh. I already got rid of him. Ho. He's back above 200. Let's go. Fishman, you suck. Oh, my God. Hey, Shaneba, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Because the teams you built with the Cutters, they feel like they'd be strong teams if you were controlling them. Yeah, I agree. I got to think about it more logically for them, more so than for what I'm playing. That's probably the reason why we're sucking so bad. And back when you did control, they were quite strong, but the sim doesn't seem to care. No, that does not. It does not at all. No. Tandy's is decent. Ed, stimulated. That'd be nice. Why not? 1 power to 30, 1 speed to 77, 1 fielding to 47. Bonus 2 power, no roll. 2 speed, no roll. Stimulated. Hey, now. Damn it, didn't get it. That would have been nice. Ed's been developing decently this season. Tandy, 2 power to 60, 1 speed to 88. Bonus 1 power. He's going to get that, so he's up to 61 now. And the loyalty goes back up above 90 for him, so that's good. Spool, why not? 1 contact to 88, 1 fielding to 79. Bonus 3 contact, doesn't get it. Loyalty does go back up a little bit, though, so that's good. We need that. Taking on 12-9 Bowman, this is probably going to be another loss. McMillan making her last start. I have no idea what the sim value is. I can't figure it out. And we rally and win in 12, 6-5. Laura Boone's the hero. Nice punch in the gut there for the Bowman. Who's going to get this loyalty? Bennett. Why not? Long gets picked up by the Clerics. Good luck with him. Fishman loses one arm. That's fine. He's a second baseman. Doherty to the Whispers, replacing Buchanan. Johns released by the Cockatoos for Rojas. Homegrown goes to the Gobblers. Good luck with him. Bruno to the Cockatoos, replacing Hendricks. And Garrison to the Whispers, replacing Solis. Ironic that Tandy has stuck around for so long. You really dumped on him at the start of this. I did, because he never developed. He's unproven. He's here because he's cheap and he knows his role. And he shuts his mouth most of the time. Surrounded is really stupid. Sorry, Curly. I might risk this just for the hell of it, but I don't know. Meyer, I'm not planning on bringing back, so upgrading him is stupid. Rums, I'm not taking away Keg Collector. I'm not planning to keep McKenzie. I'm not keeping Sicily. I'm not keeping Bassinet. Cook, I'm debating on keeping. I guess, all right, I'll risk this. He gets surrounded, we'll cut him. If he doesn't, we'll keep him. 3 accuracy to 56, 1 velo to 64, bonus 5 accuracy, no dice. Surrounded, he avoids it. Hey now. Good job, Curly. Let's see if we can catch the Buzzwings here. Taking on the division. I think the Grimcats are leading the division. They are in second. They need this win to stay within a game of the Pythons. So if we beat the Grimcats here, we give the Pythons the division title. Is there one team in the league that is dominating? We can check their team. Maybe it'll give us insight. Good question. We haven't really had... The Colossus were for a long time, but they've now fallen hard off a cliff. So probably not them. On the other conference, I haven't seen like the same team make the playoffs more than 2 or 3 times. So, not like in a row. Maybe if we see another team do it again this year, I'll check on them. Because the Gobblers have been up and down, the Grims have been up and down, the Bowmen have been up and down, the Ridgebacks are up and down as well. We blew that lead. We were up 6-2. We lose 8-6, just like last year. Clerics have been decent. Brown Bears have been decent. Razzles have been up and down. There hasn't been like one really dominant team. Pythons were up and down for a little bit. Grimcats are now starting to get hot again. Frontrunners have always been meh. Buzzwings just fell off a cliff. I think the Spinners are probably the most consistent team, so I think we'll check the Spinners because they're going to make the playoffs again. Burnswell or Sicily? Well, neither of them I'm planning on keeping, so Burnswell. Meyer lost Sign Stealer. That's fine. I wasn't planning on keeping him past this year anyway. Saunders to the Undead, released by the Undead for Roberts. McPherson to the Undead, replacing Charlie Hendricks. Brentwood Ardcore to the Ridgebacks, replacing Doug Blunkel. Stamp Pearls to the Ancients, replacing Trickster. Chan, released by the Pythons for Ken O'Neill. Player development, no. Ho, extra fielding is nice. His loyalty's already maxed out. Tandy needs this upgrade to get his loyalty back up. Bassinet, I'm not planning on keeping. Luther, I can always give him this, yeah. See, Tandy. 1 contact, 43. 1 fielding to 51. Bonus 3 contact, not going to get it. Efrat Ho. 2 fielding to 91. 1 speed to 54. Bonus 2 fielding, not going to get it. But he has elite level fielding now, so that's good. And Luther. 1 velo to 38, 1 junk to 72, bonus 3 velocity, no dice. And getting a 2-seamer? Nope. He continues to get better, though. Alright, last game of the season. Taking on the Pythons, who are already... need this win to clinch the division. If they lose, it all comes down to what the Grimcats do in their final game. We faced Ortega earlier this year. Ortega beat us. So let's see if Curly Cook can put up a fight here. No, he'll promptly blow the lead in the second inning and we lose 6-4. Perfect. Even though we went up 3-0 in the first. Good job, guys. Way to go. That's a horrible, another disappointing season. A single-digit win season. And we are, by far, one of the worst teams in the league. Good job. Who do I suggest? Rums, beef up the loyalty, easy. Sim the rest of these games. So the Pythons have clinched the division with that victory over us. Grimcats are going to sneak in as the number 3 seed, or number 4 seed. Ancients will be the 3, and the Spinners are the number 1 at 17-7. On the other side, number 1 seed is the Gobblers, who win the tiebreaker over the Clerics, who be the number 2. Brown Bears are going to be the number 4, and the Bowmen are the number 3. Both of them have negative run differentials, but a winning record. Ever since the new robot manager took over the Cutters, they've gone downhill, indeed. Yes, they have. It's been horrible. All right, looking at the last upgrades around the league. Cook plus 8 accuracy on a random roll. Love to see that. Up to 64 for the rookie. Spinners signed Deacon Gates, replacing Faulkner. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this. Have a look real quick. Player development. Not keeping him, not keeping him. I'm not taking away his utility abilities. It'd be stupid. Although the contact would be nice. No thanks. I'm basically buying 1 contact and 3 fielding there. Cole, yeah, let's buy you this. Why not? 1 power at 83, 1 speed to 60, 1 contact 51, bonus 2 power, no dice. Bonus 2 speed, didn't get it either. Perfect. Loyalty stays maxed out, though. And that's all I'll buy. All right, let's look at the team. Let's see how bad we were. All right, 293 average. Boone had a good first year with us. That was solid. Effort Ho, he bounced back really well. He came on hot at the end of the year. Got back up to 250. He was hitting under 200 for most of the year. So I'm happy with that. It's a testament to keeping it out of the professional environment, yes. Warriemore boosted up his average even more, up to 267. Did not do a lot offensively, but then again, the rest of the team didn't either. So Burnout had a great year. Good year for him. Leathers was decent. Could have been better. Meyer, he was signed after the halfway mark of the year. He did good in his half a year of play, but we're not keeping him. He's regressing. Fishman had a horrible season, so got to prove it to me next year, Cole. Ed, decent year off the bench. Love to see that. Getting some playing time for the first time. Tandy Deeb, horrible year off the bench. No surprise there. McKenzie did all right, but we're not keeping him. Bennett had a solid year off the bench. Stewart, we're not keeping her. Bassinet, we're definitely not keeping. Jude Hokey, another great year for Jude, another wasted year. McMillan, didn't do anything when we brought her in. Sisley had the 1 start with us. He pitched well, but the bullpen blew that lead. Curly Cook, he's not great. Probably not going to keep him for next season, but we decided to give the rookie a shot to see what he had to offer, and what he had was not a lot. Burnswell did all right in the limited opportunities we had him. Probably not going to keep him. Melendez did good, but we're not keeping him. Butters had a great year. Love to see that. Elliot Rums bounced back. He had a good year. And Johnny Escobar, fantastic year for him. I think both these 3 are definitely coming back next year. They definitely did good. Keep those 3. We're keeping Jude for sure. Maybe we'll look to bring back Presidente. We'll see. He's in the free agent pool right now. Surprisingly, did not get signed. And neither did Handspringer. He's still out there as well. Maybe we'll bring him back, give him another shot. All right, we did player development. Let's take a look at league leaders. Your MVP for year 6 is Sincere Lushley, one of the pitchers for the Ancients. He is, I believe he is a starter. No, he's not. He's actually their reliever. 3-0, 107 ERA, and a 0.65 whip. So for back-to-back seasons, a relief pitcher has won the MVP award. 33 innings, 35 strikeouts. Batting average against under 170. Whip under 1. ERA just above 1. Not bad. Not bad. Anybody from our team? No. Connor Frazier was number 2 at the halfway mark of the year for the MVP award. He dropped down to number 9. Luis Bulgar, who was number 8, fell out of the top 10. Not a lot of offensive players. There's only actually one, and that is Valentino Fernandez from the Spinners, who we're actually going to take a look at to see how they built this team, because they're doing something right. Whatever they're doing, it's working. Batting, no one from our team. Hezekiah Cross does lead the league in home runs. He had a bounce-back year, hitting .255, 9 homers, 18 RBIs. Wow, Hezekiah, you son of a bitch. Anyone else from our team on this list? Chopper underhanded, hit .337, in his first year getting cut for the Gobblers. Frickin' 4 homers, 16 RBIs for him. Yeah. All right. Rub it in. Why not? Rub it in. Yeah, it feels kind of sad overall, indeed. Bia, Benwood, there's Cross. And we know Chopper's just off the list with 16. Chopper's number 3 in on-base percentage over 400. Underhanded in slugging, he's number 6. Hezekiah's number 5. Combined, Chopper's number 5. Cross is not on the list because he didn't have a great on-base percentage. Hits, no one in the hits category, it looks like. Oh, Chopper's there. Hesto had 30 hits, too. What was his batting average? 297. Oh, I see how it is. Okay. All right, Hesto. Son of a bitch. Oh, he stopped playing the outfield. That's why. He's now down to just being a left fielder in addition to a shortstop. Nice to see them all doing things outside of playing for us. Fishman, top 10 in strikeouts. All right. And looks like Alfredo Beard joined him. Alfredo, another horrible season. I'm glad I moved away from him. Just as bad of a year as Cole. Although last season he did all right. Hit 268. Way to go, Cole. Way to strike out. No one gives us as good of a breeze as you do. Let's see. No one here. No one in stolen bases. Pitching. No one in the win category. No one in ERA. Saves. No one there either. Troy Harrison had a whip under 1. He had a great year for the Bowman. Good for him. I see how it is. No, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Troy was number 4 in opponent batting average as well. Oh, yeah. Okay. Strikeouts. Connor Frazier does finish 8th. He had a good year. ERA under 2, but he didn't get a single decision the entire year. Whip at 104. He did play for a bad team, though, so can't really hold that against him. The Felines just suck. See if any of these guys decide to test free agency again. Bolgar was number 9 in walks per 9 innings. Strike out the walks. Bolgar finishes in 6th. How did you do this year, Luis? Let me see. You fell off the MVP award race, but 1-1, ERA just above 3, whip under 1. Solid year. He's been pitching well since he left. Good for him. How many more Cutter seasons do I think I'll do? I'm not sure, honestly. Probably until people start retiring, which shouldn't be that far off. Maybe another 5-6 years, probably. Just see how things go. Because I kind of want to see like how well these guys are doing, like how they did in their careers, just to see like how well they were. So I think maybe at least another 6 seasons, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. All right, so we want to take a look, before we do this, we want to look at the Spinners roster because they are, apparently they're one of the more dominant teams in the league and they're doing it right. So they have a team built for the sim. What is different between them and us? So they put everything into pitching and contact hitting. They have good defense, but not on the same level. Same with power. Speed is all right. So they don't invest into speed. They went Tier 3 competitive, Tier 2 spirited, Tier 2 scholarly, Tier 2 disciplined, Tier 1 crafty. But they put most of their traits in spirited and scholarly, which are only at Tier 2. And they put crafty at Tier 1. This is not a world-beating team. Like, they put everything into pitching. That's what it is. They put everything into pitching with a few stars on the offensive side of things. That's how they did it. Okay. This makes sense. Am I going to replace it anything or just focus on the other 3? I'll probably just focus on the other 3. We'll see. Maybe I'll have another idea that'll spark my interest, but I think right now we'll just focus on the other 3 series. Get more consistent uploads out for them instead of spreading it so thin between 4 series. Okay, I see what they did. So they invested in an ace-level pitching staff. This is a really good pitching rotation right here. Easy Jumps is a manageable trait. Walk Prone's not great, but it's not horrible. I think Burpee is their weak link. Outside of him, this pitching rotation is really good. Damn, Tier 3 workhorse. Whew. And looking at their bullpen, they got Collins. Okay. How'd she do this year, by the way? Oh, come on. Now you have a great year? I'm annoyed. Rod Club, okay. Kay Shaw, Daphne Kaboots, and Oscar Welch. Yeah, they put everything into pitching, it looks like. They put everything into pitching and had like 3 or 4 stars on the offensive side of things. Maybe 2 stars, who both play the same position, I might add. And then they had 3 of their best offensive players play the same position, shortstop. And you can't put all 3 of them in the field unless one of them's the DH, because Fernandez and Goodman can only play shortstop. You have to be kidding me. This is the team that's been the best this year. Do I think I'll stick with the Flyers or switch to a new team? I know it's going to be hard to step away, but I think the rules state that once we make them really dominant, we do have to step away. So I'll probably move to another team with that series. It's just which team that is, I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be the pitching. I think the pitching is the answer. We have to invest in our pitching staff. So if we address that first, we might have a better team for the sim. All right, enough dawdling. Let's do this this playoffs and see what happens. Who will be the Year 6 champions? Reminders of the matchups: Spinners and Grimcats, Pythons and Ancients, Gobblers and Brown Bears, and Clerics and Bowmen. Good luck facing the Flyers in the future, then. They're going to kill everyone. Indeed. All right, here we go. All right, Ancients take game 1. Grimcats, okay. Clerics, Brown Bears, Ancients, Spinners, Bowmen, Brown Bears, Ancients sweep. Okay, Pythons are out. That's good for us. Grimcats win. Okay, they beat the Spinners, putting the pressure on them. Clerics win. Brown Bears rally. They sweep. Okay, so Brown Bears are through. Spinners force game 5. Clerics win. Okay, Bowmen are out. And Spinners are going to beat the Grimcats. Okay, good for them. Great, so none of our division rivals are going to win. That's perfect. Ancients beat the Spinners. Okay. Damn, the Ancients finally have a good team for the first time in the series. Clerics rally but lose. Ancients win again. Brown Bears win. Ancients sweep. Okay, so Spinners got tired out in their pitching staff, so the Ancients were able to take advantage of that with the extra rest. Brown Bears win. They sweep, taking down the Clerics. Ancients and Brown Bears, both teams have swept their way here. Ancients blow them out in the first game. Brown Bears win. Brown Bears win again. And the Brown Bears win their 2nd title. Congratulations to the Brown Bears. They've done it again. Ancients, though, had a fantastic run for the first time in the playoffs, went all the way to the finals and lost. Nice to see them actually have a winning season and make the playoffs for the first time in this series, proving that they're not entirely futile. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Tough season for the Cutters. We finished in last place in the division at 9-15. One of the worst teams in the league. Next time out, we're going to try and address the issues on this team and make it into a winner once again. And we'll see if we can hang on to any of the OGs that we still have on the roster, or if things are just going to fall apart completely. And we'll have a whole new look team. Tune in next time to find out. If you made it this deep, guys, thanks so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch. Be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is down in the description below if you guys want to come over, watch the games live before they're posted, and also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout outs to Smash Biscuit and One Boy for tuning in and chatting with me during the stream. Everyone else, catch you on the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.